the Hogan VIP boxing down at Shinny's Gym in Stockport, where I'm going to chat to 1-0 pro, Mrs. Jess Woolfenden. Jess, how are you doing?
I'm good, are you?
I am good, and I'm good because I've been watching today. It's only, by the time you step through the ropes on June the 7th for your second pro fight, I think it'll be 4 weeks, will I be around?
Yeah, bang on 4 weeks, straight back to it.
And some of the things that you were upset with yourself, because you won.
I was. I felt disappointed in my performance. I know I'm better than that performance. Feel like I've worked towards it for years and it was my moment. And then I walked away thinking, people think that's my level of boxing. So it was a bittersweet feeling when they raised my hand. Obviously I was happy, a win's a win.
Yes.
A win is a win, but I know I'm better than that.
But you've got to remember, your experience is almost invisible.
Yeah.
I mean, you've 7 fights was it as an amateur?
Yeah.
A couple of white collar fights. And to go straight from that level to professional level, it's a hard thing to do. And the girl that you fought, Kira Carter, was a former GB girl.
Yeah.
You know, very experienced, and I think she was a 17th or 18th fight on the road.
Yeah.
So vastly more experienced than you.
Yeah.
But I felt you dealt with her fairly comfortably.
Yeah.
Certainly in the first couple of rounds, you started tightening up a little bit. Neglected what I've just been watching you do today, which is using your size as an advantage, you know, and getting tight to them and pounding the body. And you did pound the body quite well.
I just don't think I really worked to my own advantages on the night. I know I've got an engine, I know I could have given more, and if I walked out that ring panting, knowing I gave it my all, I would have felt a lot better, but yeah. I've got a second opportunity in 4 weeks. And I feel very lucky. I feel very lucky to have the opportunity.
That's what I was going to say, though. But this is brilliant to make your debut like that. And it was a great little show. It was only a little show, but it was a great show. There was 4 great fights on there. But you get to put everything you felt wrong right so early. You don't have to dwell on it.
Yeah.
You know, I believe you went for a 10-mile hike the day after the fight.
Yeah. All my friends were rough in bed and I thought I need to clear my head. So I got up. It was a nice day. Went on a 10-mile hike and then straight back to the gym on Monday.
With the wrong boots and no water.
Yeah. The red hot day with no water, no food. Did treat myself to a Magnum though. But then straight back to it. And I needed that. I need something to work towards. I need something to focus on and not dwell on what I can't change the past and just focus on moving forward and improving myself
because
as a boxer.
Hopefully this will be brilliant for you because you can put what you feel is a few wrongs right. We don't know too much about her opponent. She's an Argentinian lady. We tried to pronounce her name before, but I'm not very good at this. Abigail Peloso or something. But I'm no sure. She's 25. I think she's only fought once over here. So,
has she? Okay.
We don't know too much about her, but she's lined up for a few fights. I think she's lined up for a couple of fights before she fights you. Well, hopefully she gets through them and we don't have to change the opponent because she is already the third opponent.
She is. She's the third opponent in about a week, I think.
Well, that's something you've got to get used to.
Yeah.
Things do change.
And of course,
But for you though, as we were saying, how you couldn't ask for a better opportunity because you're going to go into the summer break and the summer break's going to be 7 or 8 weeks where there's no shows lined up and when you're not happy with your performance, even though there's no real reason to be, it's hard to sleep at night, isn't it?
Yeah, hard to shake it. The only thing the next day is I thought, Jess, you've got a second opportunity, you've got a second chance here. So close, so fresh after the back of that last fight to come in, work what I need to work on and then just show everyone what I actually can do.
Yeah, because we was talking about, you know, you're never going to be tall at whatever weight you're fighting at.
Don't think I'll grow much more now.
Even the short girls are taller than you. So, but you've always said you're going to use your size as an advantage and perhaps that was one thing that you didn't do on May the 10th. You didn't use that size and your inside work, which I've seen you doing so well today.
Yeah.
So are you excited to see what you bring and you know you're going to be bringing a lot more?
Yeah. I'm ready to fight.
Yeah.
I'm ready to fight.
And I suppose this is good because we don't know nothing about the
Yeah,
opponent.
I'd rather it be that way.
Yeah, because in your head, you can build it up.
Like, yeah.
You know, it's one of those things, you look at a girl, I mean, Kira, as we said, she's far more experienced, but the record didn't look brilliant or anything like that. But you knew that she was perhaps doing a job. We don't know what this girl's doing. It's only going to be, for now, the second time she fights over here.
Yeah.
She's never been stopped. She's got no wins, but she's got a draw back home in Argentina, I think, in the third fight. So yeah, it's intriguing. And you know, just recently with our new matchmaker, Steve Lillis, he brings some good kids over here that give our fighters real good tests. So are you preparing for everything?
Yeah, like you said, I can't control what she does. I can only control what I do. So yeah, just work on improving myself and getting in there, more focused than ever, and putting on a good show. Yeah,
well, it looks like you've been working hard. We've still got, I think it's a week on Saturday, is it? Have you got anything else lined up, any sparring lined up? Or?
Yeah, a couple bit more sparring this week, beginning of next week, and then, yeah, slowly start to taper off by the end of the week. But
and is it hard for you to get sparring around here?
Yeah, it is, for girls, especially around a bit older. They're all seem to be a bit younger. Obviously, female boxing's on the up and coming, so it's the younger generation that are coming up. There's a lot more for the younger girls, so finding them my age, well, not necessarily my age, but a bit older and my weight, yeah, it is a struggle.
You kickstart our biggest show of the year on June the 7th when we go back to the Reebok.
They've changed the name, haven't they?
Toughsheet Stadium, Bolton football stadium ground, and we're going live with boxing news, and we've got Zelfa Barrett on there. We've got Zelfa Barrett, and we've got some real good tests for our fighters, where we don't know who's going to win or not. We hope our fighter is going to win, but it's not guaranteed. We've got a great top of the bill, a joint top of the bill, because obviously Zelfa's topping the bill there, fighting a tougher Mexican. But we've got Ash Moran, I think you know well, don't you? Ash is fighting a kid from Morecambe who's just come back, who's 4-1, and he's coming to win. And there's a couple of other good tests on there. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a cracking showing, and you get to kickstart it.
I'm looking forward to it, I am.
And sit back and then enjoy the rest of the way.
Yeah, get it out the way.
Do you feel different now? Because that's under the belt now, you know, your professional debut. Do you feel more ready for this one now?
Yeah, I feel like in a way it kind of is an advantage. It's like just a big extended camp. Like I've had to prepare for this one and then an extra few weeks for another one. So it was just like one big, like I said, extended camp. So there's obviously advantages and disadvantages, but I'm raring to go. I'm ready to get back in there. And yeah, finish the season off with a bang, hopefully.
Well, it'd be nice to go
2-0.
Yeah, going to the summer break 2-0.
Yeah.
And that means there's a good chance before the end of the year you could be 4-0.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'd like another 2 after this one for this year. I'm going to think about over summer dropping down to around 51 kilogram.
Which is that flyweight, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only small, like you said. Don't want to lose my power though, so it's just something. Just going to try a different few weight categories, see how I feel. Yeah. Because I'm sitting.
Well, that's what it's for. These fights. It's all about finding out to be the best you.
Yeah, I've been sitting comfortably at 55. I used to, like you said, I used to fight a lot heavier at 62, but I've been maintaining at 55 for a long time now, and flickering between 54 and 55 without trying. So I think if I could push myself, I could definitely get down to 51 and see what that feels like. Yeah. But as long as I don't lose my power, we'll have to see.
Well, also, if you can make, you know, let's say you can make 52, 52 and a half on the day weigh-ins, then that'll be no problem for you on the day. Yeah. Obviously, it's totally different then, isn't it? Yeah. You've got 24 hours then to rehydrate. Well, looking for the big performance?
Yes.
Prove
myself.
Is Louise going to... Listen, you did well. Is Louise going to be speaking to you and saying 2-0?
Yes, she is.
Right, OK, then we'll see you on the 7th.
Thanks for coming down.
Good luck with the rest of camp.
Thank you.
Take care, Jess. Bye.
Bye-bye.
The latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.